Hello there and welcome to another pocket project. So today I'm going to show you two envelope projects. This one, I don't really need to demonstrate it to you. So this was an envelope that I've cut out using my We Are Memory Keepers envelope punch board. Just used some papers and it was double-sided paper, so that basically I've just glued the envelope on around three sides so that you have the pocket from the envelope itself, and you also have now a pocket behind the envelope. Couldn't be any easier, could it? So nice simple pocket, but creates a lovely effect on the page. The next envelope project that I want to do is using this craft envelope, but you can use any postal envelopes if you wish. But the beauty of using these envelopes is that they've got this triangle shaped flap, which comes in really handy for creating an extra pocket. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it in half so that the crease is already there. So it makes it easier because I'm going to collage this, and if that crease is already there and I've collaged on top both on the front and on the back, it actually will make it quite difficult to fold in half. So I'm going to open it up, flip it over, and I'm going to collage all of this side. So I'm going to open it up and I'm going to collage papers all over this side, but I do need to be aware of the positioning of the papers that I'm going to put on, because this envelope is going to sit in my journal like this to create a pocket here, which means, and if I use this text paper to show you, this paper will then be the right way round. But if I open it up and continue with text paper on the other side, doing it the same direction as this one, when I flip this over and turn it over, the text on this side is then upside down. So what I need to do is the text on the flat bit will be this way, and the text on the main part will be upside down for it to be the right way round. Oh, I hope that makes sense. I always like to start off down in the corner, but because I need to remember about directions and stuff, I'm going to do the flap first. So I've got my Scotch stick glue, and I think I'll go sort of fairly neutral with just hints of colour in it. So yeah, maybe that piece over here. Okay, and we'll do that, and I'm going to overlap it over the edge of the flap and then trim away the excess. Maybe that bit there to add that bit of colour, so that'd be good. Alright, so it's about slotting pieces in just the right spot to get it to all look good. But as I say, I start in a corner and then work my way out, and I'm going to overlap those two pieces because of that centre fold over there. Maybe that piece up there. Okay, if I do that there, I'm just going to trim off some of this excess, so otherwise I'm going to end up with glue all on my board, and I don't want that. So I'm just going to trim off that bit there. Okay, so now I don't have to worry about the direction on all of that. That's all okay. But I need to now turn this the other way around to remind me again about directional papers. So I'm going to start off with a piece down in this corner. and then work my way out from there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to record the rest of this, and I'll fast forward it so there'll be some music playing in the background. Now for the exciting bit, I'm going to trim off all this excess, and we can kind of get a really good picture then of what it's going to look like. So that's it now all cut out. And as I say, it's going to sit like that, but as you can see, I haven't done the back yet. So that's what it will look like on the front, and that's what it'll look like on the back. I've chosen this lovely paper to go on this piece here, and I've cut it down to size. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert it. It's going to be a little bit difficult because it's the same size as the actual envelope, so it's going to do a little bit of bubbling, because it needs to be smaller to fit inside. So we're going to have a little bit of argy-bargy with the paper, and I'm just going to draw around that shape, and then I can pull it out and I can cut on the inside edge of that line, and fingers crossed it should all fit. And that should now fit on there. Now it's fractionally shorter at the top here, but I'm alright with that because I'm going to cut that away, but I'll come to that in a minute. So I'm going to ink up the edge of this because that's easier to do at this stage, and then I'm going to glue it in place. I'm going to just put a little dab of glue up here. Fold that over and stick it down. And then with my paper trimmer, I'm just going to trim off the top edge of that envelope. And I'm going to ink up around all the edges. So I now have a pocket here, a pocket at the top, and obviously there'll be one on the other side as well, one there, and then when I turn it over I could add a little pocket on the inside here so that I can put a pocket in there, do it that way around, a pocket in there, and I can do a pocket on that side as well. So this is what it will look like in my sample book, but this is going to go actually in my autumn journal. So that would sit under there. And then, as I say, I've got this pocket here and at the top, pockets here, pocket there and at the top. So that's today's envelope pocket project, and I've got a couple more envelope projects for next week as well, so I hope that you'll join me then and have fun creating, maybe with some collage or just decorating up some envelopes. Thanks for joining me. See you again. Bye.